Let's come into noticing our body and start with that. So you're feeling your feet on the ground. Arekite talahakai, tenenehiki lalalahakai, hainananahakai, tetehiki lalohoko roko mananahakai. You're feeling your bones, your bony structure, your skeletal system. Anahanahakai, hayalalahakai, hayanehiki. I'm just getting information from my team, whether it's the rock beings or the dragon energy that is coming through this part of the process. So silica in the bones, silica in the earth. I believe silica from the ocean that's dried becomes opals, and one of my favorite stones is an opal. So that is quite a nice awareness if we can imagine the opalescent sensation as well as frequency, as well as colors, as well as all that it means to you as that stone in your bony structure that is going to start activating through your body, so to build up with strength and clarity, and also life light of earthly dimension bones that are hiriki talalahakai, ayarehiki tenehiki telalahakai, tarehiki taranahanahakai, ayarehiriki nanalahakai. So you're bringing your awareness into your body with your bony structure of your foot, how the feet feel on the ground underneath your knees, or ankles, feet, knees above them, knees at right angles to the hips, and then the pelvis is the framework from going up and down the body. So as you're journeying through your body with a breath that is so slow and cyclic, is comfortable for you, in through the nose, and through the body, you're also that awareness of the nose, that awareness of the breath coming in through the nose, in through the facial bones, around the cranium, around your olfactory senses, the mouth, the nose, the eyes, the ears, our senses. In that fluid of dura, the cerebral spinal fluid as well, that coming down our spine and up, circulating. If you keep coming back to the opal and what colors you see in the opal and how the opal is, it can be quite a brittle gem, stone, mineral. So can our bones when they're not, when they're not given the exercise, or they're not given the support that our muscles or the ligaments and the blood flow throughout our body through breath and the way we feel in ourselves, the way we hold ourselves throughout the day, going through past these portals, past these energetic surges. So focusing on all the little bits and pieces that I had triggered by my words to you, receiving my words and picturing it for yourself. You're just journeying through your body and building yourself up one bone at a time, and the connection and the joint structure and the messages and the experiences that you've had with that part of your bony structure throughout life, throughout your formation in the womb, to birthing, to moving, to growing, to living the life that you are, that your body is growing, your bones have grown, you've layered these pieces about you, your personalities, your learnings, your teachings, your understandings, your growth. So we're going to keep bringing through light, keep holding you in the bony structure as it's moving and exploring with the awareness of the breath. Linking in the alchemical creation of the opal. Ocean, earth, stone. Colors, properties, frequencies. So our bony structure is like linking and clicking up and forming itself And now we've got that awareness of breath that's coming through our body like a little exploration bubble channeling through our body suit, going through maybe with the oxygen in the blood, lubricating the sheaths that protect our organs that go everywhere around us, the fascial tissue, building ourselves up with this web of nerve supplies, the web of venous return, the muscle and the fluids within the muscles and the tendons and the ligaments, building yourself up, body inside out, forming this awareness of yourself as a human form. To move with more awareness, more interest to where it's going in your body as these different sections of you start forming up and start building up like a bodybuilder, building up to take strength, to take use, to be exploring. So the nose, breathing in through the nose, coming up through the olfactory and around the brow, but under the like under the skull, around the brain lobes, filling that up with the inhalation and allowing it to come around our senses that are in our head, with the ears, the mouth, the nose, the eyes, around those, as in just sensing us as humans. I look at that and filling that up, and then just flowing down around the base of the skull and around the cervical spine, the thoracics, the lumbar, the sacral, the pelvis, and then coming under the pelvis, the pubic symphysis, the pubic bone, and the inside of your pelvic bowl and the front, the anterior version of your spine, your belly, your organs, your rib cage inside the interior part of your spine, but inside your rib cage. So it's a bit strained because you expect it to come around from the back and the outside, but we're coming out the inside part of you. It's almost like giving that creative senses in your solar plexus, the 1, 2, 3. What's that? The fourth chakra. The inner child, the base, the diaphragm area, inside the lungs, inside the ribcage, your lungs and the heart, coming anterior version. So you've got the esophagus, the throat, the jaw there. And as it also came up, it also activated up your adrenal glands, your hormones in the pelvis, out and around your cheeks, the jaw, your mouth, your nose, your eyes, your brow, your skin, your ears, and the outside of your bodysuit. So when you're ready, bring another deep breath in, breathing in through the nose, under between the skull and the cranium, the lobes. The oxygen's coming in around there and around that fluid and around your spine, down the spine, around under the pubic symphysis, the pubic bone, and then up the anterior version of your line, around the jaw, your mouth, your nose, your eyes. So now we're activating the inside of your mouth, the inside of your nose, the way the ears attach around the eye sockets. Keep with the breath that is flowing, and you're exploring that childlike that was awoken with your creative, your inner child's solar plexus that awoke before that one chakra, because we're wanting you to have that childlike, inquisitive nature with your breath to explore this part of your body, this awareness of your bodysuit. So now we're shifting to more like the silica from the ocean, and then the desert, and then the drying became the opal. So now we're going into the fluids, so we're coming into more ocean energies. Alakai mama ocean, dalakai na hikira, alakai de hikita na hakai na ocean beings. Alala hakai na hikita na hakai tariki. So we're going to bring that in awareness with our eyes and the fluid in their eyes and the way our eye board is hung within, I think it's 5 muscles or 5 ligaments in the eye socket. And look at that attaching into the brain and different parts of the brain for the messages coming in. Look at that heki tararana hakai la hakai ne heki la hakai. La hakai. So if you haven't got your eyes closed, it'd be a good idea to close your eyes and relax. Just allow your eyeballs to feel heavy in the eye sockets. Alakai. Your cheekbones to feel relaxed, your jaw to feel relaxed, your ears to move, because as your frontal and your cranial bones relax down and your jaw relax, your ears are going to move, and they're going to move with the muscle attachments differently, because we are prominently, like I'm a right-handed person, but some things I do with the left, but you might be ambidextrous, but we're generally stronger one way or the other, so our ears are also going to relax down differently. Which will make your jaw feel a bit unusual with tighter or moving forward, which is going to bring in some awareness to also your sit bones and your pelvis. So you might want to squeeze and release your butt muscles, move your hips, move your bottom and your pelvis in the seat. Move your toes and your feet on the ground to release through the activations that you've had so far with the bodysuit and the structures as we've laid them up and brought your awareness through your body. Okay, so bringing awareness to the eyes and allowing that with them closed, that awareness of what they feel like. They might feel like a certain age. Our body has muscle memory to ages with what we've gone through. Sometimes parts of our body has been stunted at a certain age. So the rest of the body has carried on and lived and changed and evolved with your time to date that you are biologically now. But when working with it in an energetic circuit and energy vibration, it could be a certain age. And once we wake that up, which I guess is where the rock beings have come in to wake up these different parts to accompany them, like little guardians taking care of your body until it wakes up, because everything else is woken up and the vibrations are waking the rest of your body up, because things are moving differently. You're tapping into your body in a different way. So you're in your room and you can sense on the other side of the door that there's noise going on, and it's a happy sort of noise, but it's different, and you want to go and investigate, but you don't really know whether you will, and there's that slight hesitation, and that's what sometimes ages and body parts stuck in an age timeline feel like with the rest of the body moving around. So we're just carrying on with softness and awareness and welcoming that they're not going to miss the boat. They're not going to miss an opportunity. It's all here and live and flow, and they'll carry on. The rest of the body will carry on working around that part until it just wakes up enough. It could also be a little bit like a cocoon waking up enough within this to then fledgling out of that cocoon to join the rest. And once it comes up, the vibration of the bodysuit that we're activating within this transmission is going to carry it into this life, and it'll go through whatever it needs to go through to be an awareness now. It won't be missing anything. It will be activated through your lifeline to now, and you will be all one and whole. Just checking in with the team, what else we need to bring through for the body, the breath. That sigh, when we sigh, we're releasing tension from the body, And we know that to be true because when we're relaxed, we sigh it out. When we yawn, we're filling up our lungs with an involuntary action. Our brain isn't involved with it. It's involuntary. So when we do that and we're yawning, we're filling up our lungs, it's expanding them from the inside out. So you really want to practice allowing it to really sort of come out and up, sort of with the lungs out and up. And that will bring your shoulder girdle back and your scapulas back down, which will awaken back line and the back of our skull with the breath. So using the yawn to expand, breathing in through the nose and allowing it to journey through like your cerebral spinal fluid, the pleura around your bodysuit, coming down the back line, up the front. For you, it might be different. You might want to breathe in and then it goes somewhere completely different. You need to be open to change and not lead the body. Like retreat a little bit. When we're after a portal or a major circuit of energy that's come through to us, we are having to interrupt our ego. So we're having to bring in this fundamental practice of recognizing our bodysuit and our breath and our chemical creation of something else with our bodysuit. For this instance, it was the opal, and then the different beings come through. You are sort of overriding by doing a practice. You're overriding your ego, and because it's something your ego's been a party of, it's going to let you do it. But then you're going to soften through. So you might start to do a practice, which is breathing in and around the back line. But for you personally, the way you function and move and work and just regular positioning of your body for it to do what you're wanting it to do on a repetitive daily action, you might channel somewhere else with your breath. So allow it to be natural to you, but you are overriding the ego because your ego is jumping on the train wreck. It's going through the cycles of whatever the turmoil it is that's activated within you after a major energetic surge. And you need to know your body because everything happens with your body. So once you do a foundational practice like what we're showing you today, you can then explore different ways that fit you with it, but you're coming in with the base of the body, build the body up, allow the breath to come through, allow your body to notice these different little idiosyncrasies about itself, awaken the inner child, and then you'll soften and be relaxed. And then your ego mind has settled a little bit and you are now running your body. You are now in charge, not your thoughts or your actions or the trauma or whatever is awakening in you to release that you're noticing with whatever surge you're going through energetically. So when I do my practices with my body and breath, and I know that I've spiraled somewhere, it takes a good few minutes, at least 5 cycles of a yawn for me to actually calm my mind down and be in my body. So active use of this, what we've just experienced in the last sort of 20 or 30 minutes with the body, you're going to take a good 5 minutes to get into it. And then I would suggest that you practice doing 20 minutes of body awareness, either seated. Lying down can be a bit different, but because seated, you have to be upright. You have to have some awareness of your bodysuit and feet on the ground. But then in the mornings when I wake up, I'm lying in bed and I'm prone. I haven't got the pillow under my head and I'm just tracking my body. Look at that. I'm moving it around. I'm tuning in with my team of who's come through to work with me to where my mindset is when I woke up on that day. And I can journey through the bodysuit that way. If I'm running a pattern or running, what would I say there? It's more like a spiral. It's like if you're on a train, you're fully on board the train and it is crashing, and that's where your head is going. The breath and the yawn is what will get you off the train and into your body. And once you're in the body, then you need to move just subtle movements. It's really internal with the breath through the body, noticing the joints, noticing the reach and the range of motion you had with your bodysuit. And then you're in your body. So now we have got a practice for body. We then come into so coming into, I think my team were really wanting to do the tree energy. So earth. So we journey into our chemical creations for presence work. So calling your energy back in. You've already done your exercises with your breath and your body and your awareness. And you're using a team member, you're using an energy system. Alakatete tēnei hiki alahakai nehiki anararahakai. Ayarani hiki tana lahakai nehiki. Ayan, okay. So Gaia. Darakata naharahakai nehiki. Ayalakai, the first light.